My name is Jessica Torrez, and today I am here with Sara Bryant. We're going to walk through what to expect for the in-person season in this quick video. First of all, welcome, Sara. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. If you could just introduce yourself for those who don't know you and let us know what would you do in a normal season.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sara Bryant, and I'm the contest director on the East Side. Rachel Trevino also is the East Side color guard director. And then we have Eric on the West Side to just kind of give you a point of contact depending on where you're going to be this year. So on a normal year, I would be responsible for the flow of the show, day of, any questions, concerns. You would always be able to come to me and I would do my best to resolve the situation or point you in the right direction if I couldn't.
Yes, and I know so many of our unit directors, we're so thankful that we're able to come to our contest directors when, we have an issue with our prop or, we forgot something. So shout out to all our directors, Rachel, Eric, and Sara. And once again, today we're going to walk through what to expect this season. The board has been working for many months within each other, with our staff to prepare for 2021. And we're beyond excited, but there are some adjustments that we do have to make for this season to be a reality. And the first thing we want to make clear is we've made a no hangout policy for 2021. So this show day looks much different, and we wanted to give an opportunity for our students to be able to get out there and perform for judges and showcase their hard work, but we also have to keep safety at the forefront of what we're doing. So this year will be different with not hanging out, watching shows, shopping for the cool vendors and things like that. So we want to just kind of walk through what that day looks like. So the first thing is we have our no hangout policy. We're just coming in to perform this year. And then super important, we have an at all times mask policy, and that's from staff to spectators to performers as well. We will never take our mask off in the building. So that's one of our biggest changes that units will need to prepare for, is we are asking you to perform in your mask just due to COVID-19 and everything that's happening. We want to be able to make it through our season and continue those in-person shows. So let's back it up to the beginning. Sara, I just want you to walk me through with what this show day will look like. So I pull up, I make it to my show site. It's either March 6th or March 13th. And what should I expect when I get there?
Okay, so you will arrive at the school and you will come in to check in. Performers will get a wristband, same as always. This year, we will not be giving any paper handouts, just for touching and contamination possibilities there. And then you will be offered just a quick chance to use the bathroom if you need to. We are asking that you arrive at the show ready to walk in the building to perform. So once we've done our quick little bathroom stop, you'll be taken to your timed warm up. And then you will go through that normal procedure there. And then you would go into the gym and perform. So with that being said, typically we like to do a little general warm up before that. So that's kind of something that we are not going to be able to guarantee this year. It's not something that we are offering in the building at all, just for safety reasons. So that's definitely something to prepare for with your group before the day of. My biggest suggestion would be to make sure you're looking at the event packet before you get to the school. Familiarize yourself with the flow, because some people do like to do the day of, let me walk through the flow. Again, that's not something for safety reasons that we're going to offer this year. So just a couple things that are going to look a little different.
Absolutely. And I just want to highlight in this first part that there's already two major changes there. One, no indoor general warm up. Now we don't know, depending on the show site and the layout, there may be opportunities for outdoor. I know sometimes we go out there and I don't like it to be crowded as a director. So sometimes I've been outside in that patch of grass or somewhere just to have space. That may be an opportunity, but prepare for weather, prepare for there may be no outdoor as well. So that's something to consider in your personal show day schedule. You might warm up at your home school a little bit longer, a little bit earlier, and then once you get to that show site, it's right into performance zone. So that's different. And then you talked about going straight to those timed warm ups. Another change we'll have in there is going to be the sound system setup. In normal years, it's been provided by show host slash TCGC. This year, you will have to provide your own. Once again, that is for safety. We don't want any touching throughout the day, plugging in anything that's going to like cross contaminate. So, unit directors, be prepared to bring your own system, or if you don't, that is up to you. Just know one will not be provided. So we make it through the first part. We make it to the gym. Tell me about the performance. I know we've had units reach out and ask about props and rules. Are we allowing it this year? Tell me what happens once I get in the gym.
So props are allowed. So this kind of is like it's pre-performance and performance. So something that is also different this year is there's not going to be a prop storage area. You are going to be required to keep your props with you, with your whole flow. So when you walk in the school, you check in, you will have your props and you will go through the flow with your props. So again, it's very important to look at that event page and look at the packet and see what does the flow look like? What do I need to be mindful of with my props? What's the turn radius? What are the dimensions of the doors? Is there a bar issue? Very important to consider this year, considering we're going to have to take those through the flow, which is something that's different. They are allowed. Just be mindful of your show site offerings, I guess is a good word. And then when we're in the gym and we get done performing, something that is again a little different is we are going to allow you to fold your floor in the gym, but be mindful that there's someone that's coming in for their performance time after you. So this isn't going to be I'm at my school, I can make it nice and neat. It's a move with the purpose to be able to have a nice enough fold to make it back to your school. It's because you are going to perform and leave the gym and essentially get on your buses and your trucks to head back to your school after that.
Yes, absolutely. That's another slight difference where for safety, we've increased the interval time to make sure, we're not hanging out in the hallway. I know a lot of our East Side units we're used to. Miss Bryant walks through and she's like, quiet down, there's a performance, because we're all in the hallway with each other. That's different. We're trying to make sure nobody's overlapping. So with the extension of that interval time, there's a few grace minutes that we don't have to run out the gym and get worried about being a time penalty on that. But once again, just like you said, we want to make sure we practice that. It's just the effort to not have to fold it outside, so that way everything's ready to go once you exit. So that's exciting to know about props, and that we'll have time to fold our floor in the gym. And then once I exit, where do I go from there?
So after you perform and you leave the gym, we are asking that you leave. The only exception would be if, that was your JV unit, you have a varsity, obviously you're not expected to leave. But if, it's just your one unit, you are expected to just load up and then head back to your school, as we will not have any in-person award ceremonies. Everything in regards to awards is going to be virtual this year. So that is, again, a change.
Yes. So I know if you're at home and you're listening, you're like, wow, change, change, change. Once again, not only can you refer to this video, but everything will be in your contest packet. And so as always, that's such a vital tool for directors. But this year, you might be going to a school you've gone to for 5 years in a row, but that flow might look different. Once again, some of the things that we are not able to offer due to COVID, we want to make sure that we're just prepared and that you have a stress-free day. But as always, they can reach out to any of us if they have questions, any of our contest directors. So this is pretty much in and out, but I know the board, myself, the board, all of our staff, we are so incredibly excited that we are getting to hopefully provide this. We're ready to see what March looks like, and we're pushing full steam ahead. And we just want to be able to, once again, get through that season, keep it a reality, and we just have to follow all of those guidelines. Sarah, could you share with us your email in case anyone has questions about something that we've mentioned?
Yes, ma'am. So if you have any questions for me, my email is going to be eastcd@texascolorguardcircuit.org. If you have a question for a show that's on the south side, I know it's going to sound a little funny, but it is northcd@texascolorguardcircuit.org. And if you're in doubt, you can put both in copy. Me or Rachel will get back to you. And then if you are on the west side, it's going to be westcd@texascolorguardcircuit.org. And you can always ask any questions to Jaime Martinez, who is the circuit administrator, and his email is office@texascolorguardcircuit.org.
Right now, we are in the middle of our show selection process. So I know a lot of people, it's starting to, it's real now. We've talked and talked and talked about it. So now we know what schools we're going to. And once again, thank you for your time today so we can get those tips to prepare for in person. Thank you.
Thank you.